Hi guys, this is your girl Rika Francis and welcome to today's episode of Relationship Talk with Rika. What are we talking about today? Let's talk about forgiveness and healing. We have a lot of people, yeah? They go about with so much grudges, bitterness, pain, anger. They carry it all over the places. A lot of damaged baggages. We have a lot of damaged goods outside, guys. Trust me when I tell you this. There are people who have been carrying unforgiveness all over the place. They carry it everywhere they go to. And such people, they'll fall in love with someone, but you see that baggage they carry, it still follows them to that relationship. They still bring it into the life of that person. Hmm. My goodness, you don't understand the damage and the harmful things that grudges and unforgiveness brings to a relationship. You find them, their partner will just do tiny little thing, they will just blow, they will escalate it out of proportion because of past trauma, because of past pain. They don't even want to know what happened. That is not what anybody should be in. I had a friend while I was in school, in my university day. She always talk about how relationship is bad, how she hates relationship, how much she hates men. And for her age, she was way younger than I was. For her age, I felt like you shouldn't have such experience already. And then I asked her, okay, what the problem was. She said, because a boy hurt her, this, that. And you finish secondary school, you just enter straight into the university. What time did you have to you had a relationship that damaged you like this? Then I told her, I said, it's not your fault. It wasn't love that hurt you. Your mistake was loving someone that could not appreciate or understand what love means. And that's how we have a lot of people out there with this notion, with this idea, with this belief that because a guy broke their heart or a girl broke their heart, love is calm, love is this. You see it all the time on social media, right? Because they know better, they don't know any better. Trust me. When people hurt you, it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you are not a better person. Because they don't know how to handle that kindness, how to handle that love you have shown them. How do you not forgive? Because what time do you have in your heart to carry such bitterness, to carry such anger, to carry people in your heart because they offend you? What time do you have to do all of that? Personally, I cannot even sleep well if I offend someone or somebody offends me. I talk about it. I might not be friends with that person anymore as I should, but I talk about it and I let go because talking about it gives you some level of closure, some level of peace. So when you just hold on to it, you don't talk about it, you don't forgive, it destroys your peace of mind. It destroys your mental health. So it's important you talk about these issues as they come. So when they offend you, you tell them this, and then you walk away without feeling bad about it. That is how life is. People will always hurt you. You will always meet the wrong set of people. But how you allow them have so much power over you and you hold that pain is where the problem comes. You see couples, they are married, they sleep in the same house, but they don't talk to each other. Because of one little misunderstanding, they could have just discussed, forgive each other and move on. Let me tell you something, right? You see the devil. The devil is always going about looking for where to dwell and invest. So when you have an issue, instead of talking about it, you go to bed without sorting it out. The devil comes in, gives you more reason why you shouldn't settle that issue. The devil gives you more reason why you shouldn't talk to that person. And then before you know, something that shouldn't take few hours, 1 or 2 hours for you to settle with your partner becomes one night, 2 nights, 3 weeks, 1 month. And before you know, it start getting out of hand, you start escalating it. Not because the two of you cannot sit down and talk about it, but because you're giving the devil space to invest in it. So the devil is now sitting pretty at the middle of everything. He tells you one thing, he tells him another thing. He tells us something else, he tells him something else. So two of them are now fighting battle in their head with each other because they allow the devil to invest in it. So it's important when there's an issue as a couple, sit together, discuss it, and let it go. Let me just tell us why it's important to always sit down and sort out whatever issue you're having. First, is releasing resentment. When you have resentment towards someone, talking about it helps you to, you know, to release that anger, release that pain. Like holding on to grudges, holding on to that pain, that bitterness, prevents your healing as a person, as an individual, even as a couple. How do you heal when you have not learned to forgive one another? It's not even possible. Of course it's not. So when you talk about it, that resentment is out. You let it out. You find peace with yourself and your partner. Another thing it does, right, is setting boundaries. Forgiving someone for hurting you does not categorically means that you forget about it. It does not mean that what happened did happen. But what it does, it gives you some level of, some level of confidence to set boundaries and know that whatever happens, I am not going to allow this person hurt me the way they did. Whatever happens, I'm not going to give this person another opportunity to hurt me like they did. So you have created that boundary. You have set it. You know that, okay, it's just like allowing somebody to put pepper into your eyes the first time, the second time. Of course, people will ask you like, are you okay? So if it happens the first time, you know, okay, this happened. So you set the boundary and tell them this can never happen. So when you see them coming with that attitude, you quickly react to protect yourself. So you don't condone it. Another thing it does, right? It helps you to move forward, even as couples. So imagine after the devil has invested in everything, but you find a way to settle. You find out that moving forward becomes very easy because you have discussed it, you understood your partner's stand, your partner understood your stand on the situation. So two of you seem like you are in a, the same page with each other and whatever that it is that happened. So it helps you move forward. So no more beefing, no more anger, no more bitterness in the house or in that relationship anymore. So it helps you move forward. Talking about it, releasing your anger, you just feel free. Even as an individual, when people offend you, you put them in your heart. You think you're doing them. No, you're not. You're doing yourself because you're the one that sleep with that bitterness. You're the one that sleep with that anger. And sometimes the people you think offended you, that you put them in your heart, might not even know what they have done. But they will just notice that, oh, you stop ignoring, you stop answering their calls, or you just kept ignoring them. And they will just leave you too. When you're done with your drama, you come back. But when you took out the time to discuss with them and let them know this is what they did that made you angry, you find some level of peace, some level of closure, some level of comfort. Sometimes you find at the end of the day, there's no big deal about what has happened for you to even get angry in the first place. But because you did not even sit down to even address the situation, you just started reacting. Then another thing it does, it gives you a very good sense of mental health. Mentally, you become stable. When you forgive, your healing process starts. There's this mental level you get to, and then you know that you have found peace, you have found comfort, and you have found peace with that person and yourself as well. So forgiveness and healing can happen only if you allow yourself to go through that process. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of today's episode of Relationship Talk with Weekend. Before you go, don't forget, if you have not followed this channel, kindly do that by clicking on the subscribe button on my page. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, and of course, don't forget to drop a comment if you think there are other ways to deal with forgiveness and healing. I'll see you guys when next time come. I still remain your girl, Weekend Francis. Bye for now.